This beauty shoot for Chinese Vogue's September issue was all about showcasing key elements of the autumn-winter makeup trends on beautiful Chinese model Ming. A play on the super nude, no makeup trend, this look focuses on subtle nuances of caramel tones on eyes and lips with luminous skin. The look and feel of the skin was key, so I worked thin, alternating layers of foundation and luminizer to create the right base. Then did a little bit of contouring and went on to the eyes. Using 3 shades, I began with a slightly cool tone pinky brown, buffing the colour into the inner corner of the eyes, and then proceeded to use a warmer golden shade all over the lid and another slightly deeper shade at the outer edge and underneath. Ming curled her eyelashes herself, and rather brilliantly so. I don't think I've ever seen anyone curl their eyelashes so fantastically well. I wanted brows to look polished, so used 2 shades of brow pen, applying lots of fine strokes for a natural look. I continued to work on the contouring highlighting element of the makeup to really enhance Ming's amazing bone structure. After that, I applied lip balm and a Serge Lutens lip pencil all over the lips. Gloss on the top of the cheeks and on the brow bone was a final touch. On set, I worked really closely with the amazing beauty photographer Liz Collins. I tweaked the brows and played with the levels of shine on the skin. The second look was a colourful smoky eye. The key to this striking eye was a dense inky base. I buffed a black paint pot all over Ming's upper eyelid and along the lower lash line. Darkest at the lash roots, I took the colour up to the socket line, building the intensity and density as I went. Having this dense cloud of black underneath amplified the colours I used on top, giving them more intensity and sheen. I began daubing colours, beginning with a deep teal shade in the centre of the eyes and then an intense emerald green shade at the inner corner. Next came a bright flash of electric blue at the outer corner. And to finish, I dabbed purples, cherry pinks and silvers underneath. I went back repeatedly to blend the colours. Even though the colours used were vividly bright, the black underneath helped the overall look retain a darkly smoky mood. Black gel eyeliner was used along the lashes and waterline to create the illusion of thicker lashes. After much eyelash curling, lots of black mascara was added. I left the eyebrows natural, applying minimal product. To complement the look, I added a light dusting of blusher and powder. I paled down the lips a little so the eyes were definitely the focal point of the makeup. I played with the makeup a little bit more on set, adding a touch more of the blue to the outer corner. The next look was defined by a flawless, immaculate skin, pure, clean look with a simply defined eye, starting with a good base and lots of pinpoint concealing for a perfect, polished skin. To create a very light and open-looking eye, I applied a very pale cream shadow all across the lid up to the brows. Then to add depth in a simple way, I added a grey shadow to Ming's socket line, which really brought out the shape of her eyes. In this case there wasn't the need for a lip, as Ming was wearing a big sweater over her mouth. For this shot I gave Ming a polished and perfected brow shape, using felt tip and powder brow products. As the next look was featuring a big hat and the lips would be the focus, I was able to take the previous look a step further by adding a dramatic, graduated dark lip. I wanted to layer several complementary tones and contrasting textures to create a different effect. I began with a very dark red wine shade all over the lips, following the natural shape. Then using a dark berry lip liner, began to work over the lips, increasing the intensity and strength. I then added a touch of black liner, working it into the edges to add drama, and then blending it into the existing reds and plums. I finished with a pop of bright cherry red at the centre of the lips. On set, I played with the texture, trying different finishes, from creamy to matte velvet. Before I removed the previous eye makeup, I started to work on Ming's brows. Strong, graphic brows are a big trend and look great when the rest of your makeup is played down. When creating a strong graphic brow, use the natural shape of your brows as a guideline, working from there to build up and intensify bit by bit. I followed Ming's natural line above her brow, building up the colour with 2 Suku felt pens. I then increased the strength with brow powder. After I removed the eye makeup, I added a gleaming, lustrous bronze cream shadow, working it into a simple round shape. I did a little sculpting and then added a pale lip, because fierce, exaggerated brows can feel very masculine. I added plenty of mascara this time to add a softer edge and keep the look feminine. The final look was strong liner. After doing foundation and concealer, I went on to the eyeliner. I wanted the eyeliner to look bold and graphic, but at the same time have poetry and a lyrical curve to keep it very feminine and pretty. When doing a very precise liner like this on the upper lid, start by really working the liner into the roots of the lashes for a pro finish. Map out the shape on one eye, and then looking straight ahead, mark out the shape on the other eye for symmetry. After working on the shape on top, I mapped out the shape underneath. A light sweep of liner underneath mirrored the upper line and gave a wide-eyed look. I used a half set of lashes to mirror the liner and give an elongated feel to the eye. And then on set, I tried out a paler baby pink version of the lip. And this was the one we ended up using in the story.